My name's Ross Honey. I'm the tournament founder of the World Carp Classic, which we established in 1998. And today we're here in England. We're here at Furston Lakes for the start of the UK World Carp Classic qualifying event. There's 17 teams going to be competing for the top spot. It's going to be an incredible event. It's really going to be interesting this year. We've changed the rules. It's going to be the top 3 fish that count, and that's going to alter the dynamics of this event. It's not just how many fish you catch, but it's the 3 biggest fish you catch. So that in itself is going to be different. Last night there was a great party. Everybody got here. The competitors were excited to see what's going on, walking around the lake and also seeing what's going on. But today, this is where it gets really, really interesting and very exciting. Who's going to get what peg? What peg's actually going to be the overall winning peg? Who's going to win? And also who's going to catch the first fish? But for the moment, the tension's building up as we get ready to do the peg draw this morning. So more later, let's see where all the competitors go. The winners of this event, as you know, will go through to represent England in the World Carp Classic this September at Lac de Medine, which is the 17th time the event will have been run. And this event here today would not have been possible without the fantastic support of the global event partners Shimano and Dynamite. I think to have a £10,000 prize table available for a qualifying event is fantastic, and it's tremendous to see so many great anglers here, and the worthy champions will go through to represent this country with pride, I trust. Well, I've just been around the lake with Ian McMillan and just had a chat with the pegs that he thinks actually stand the chance of winning the event, or most likely to win the event. 5, 10 and 16. So that's it, that's Ian's predictions. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this event pans out and see how close Ian is to actually having predicted the winning swim from this World Carp Classic qualifying event. It's going to be a great event, spectacular background. The weather conditions are changing, it's raining now, great. That's all we need. But anyway, apparently that's better for fishing, so we'll see. So, first fish, start of the event, bingo. Those are the next things. We've rushed down to peg number 15. The first fish of the World Carp Classic qualifying event here in the UK has been caught. It's a beautiful 3 kilo carp. A common carp, but nevertheless it's the first one of this year's competition. The guys have been delighted catching it. It's been weighed and just been released now. But now there's fish in the area. They've seen other fish. Are there going to be more? Are they going to catch the next one? But also other anglers from around the lake have seen fish as well. It's all on. The competition started. Sunshine, a blue sky, a lake behind us. We're at Furston Lakes for the World Carp Classic qualifying event here in the UK. It's been an incredible start to the competition, but yesterday it wasn't anything like this. Thrashing down rain, wind and storms, that's what confronted the anglers. Overnight there's been fish caught, and it's an exciting event because we're going to see how the leaderboards change. There's only a few fish in it. There's been some small fish, some beautiful fish, some stunning fish that have been caught. But anyway, more of that, but we're going to go and see the anglers that are on top of the leaderboard and see how they're getting on and see how they're coping with the pressure of exactly what's going on with this year's World Carp Classic qualifying event here in the UK. So we're into day 2 of the World Carp Classic Qualifying event here at Fursden Lakes. It's been an exciting night. There were 5 fish caught during the evening, but on top of that it was windy and it rained and there was even more wind. But now we've come down to see the guys on peg number 4. They caught the biggest fish yesterday and we want to understand how they're getting on, how their feelings are in the event, and subsequently then just have a chat with them about their rigs and tactics. So guys, pleasure to be down here again and to be able to chat with you. You caught the biggest fish of the day yesterday. There's not a huge amount of fish being caught in the competition so far. So with that capture of the biggest fish, it really is still keeping you right up there in the on the leaderboard. So how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I was feeling good about it. To be fair, it was nice and got off to a good start.
Yeah, it was a fantastic fish you caught as well. Really kind of the actual scale pattern on it was tremendous.
Yeah, I say I just down there, all scales quite fully at the back of the body, and then it's nice running up the middle. So yeah, I was very impressed with it.
So, fish in your area. I understand you could have caught a couple more perhaps?
Yeah, I had 2 hook balls unfortunately. One that took me right around the back of this peg here. I had another one in mid-water, so I've changed things around a bit now and
right.
See what happens.
So going into the final part of the event, are you thinking about keeping the same tactics or changing anything?
I mean, we've had 3 runs. I think we need to change our tactics. Obviously working. I have changed one of my rods today. I brought in a bit closer because I've seen fish in the area. Yeah, see what happens. We're going to do exactly the same thing, same mix, same amount. See what happens.
So what bait are you using?
I'm using dynamite baits. I'm using the Crave and Monster Target.
Right. So if you've actually had 3 takes, it's working out there for you.
Yeah. I mean they've all been on the one rod, which has been the Crave. So I'm hoping the Monster Target will make a bit of a difference today and throughout the night.
Well, with the 3 fish rule, you're still very much right in the hunt for the title and for the place at Lac de Medine.
That'd be nice.
So for the moment, we'll leave you with it. We'll leave you to concentrate on what's going on, and you're really close. You're not far off now.
Yeah.
Couple more
should do it, shouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, okay, then guys, we'll be back to see you later on, and especially hopefully when you caught another big one.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Good
much.
luck. Well, here we are, day 2 of the World Carp Classic qualifying event here at Fursden Lakes, and I'm here with the guys that are in the lead. We're in peg number 3, including the lucky mascot, and we'll find out about who this little mascot is and what the relevance of that is. But guys, you're in the lead. How does it feel going into day 2? There's only a few hours left of the competition, and your tactics. Do you want to talk to us about those?
All right, yeah, I'll let you go first, Josh.
Well, over the other side of the lake there's a bit of a bay, and as I was looking on Google Maps, and as it gets to about 20 metres just before it just starts to go up and up and up, and just to sort of combat the crayfish and make sure I get a nice decent presented bait, I'm just dropping it that little bit short into the deep a bit. Hopefully with the weather coming in, I think I might get one out of there.
So how did you handle the weather yesterday?
Not very well. We all got wet.
Yeah, very wet.
It was all down to his last set of clothing by the end of the night, so glad to have some sunshine today. Really good, got everything dried out and feel more positive about getting on with the angling side of things today, and put a bit more time in, looking, finding some areas, and hopefully have a few more fish today.
Excellent. So, your lucky mascot?
His name's Little Shane. I take him everywhere where I go. It's just a little gnome that lights up at night, and he just helps me out. I reckon it's just a little whimsy I have. I just do it.
So now the question is, what would it mean to you if you actually won this event and actually went through to represent England in the World Carp Classic at Lac de Medine later on this year?
That would be amazing. I mean,
Amazing,
we've never.
yeah.
This is my first ever competitive match, it'll be just amazing just to represent England and dynamite baits, and just hopefully do make the company proud and this chap here as well.
Yeah, do the company and do the country proud.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Excellent. So it's teamwork. That's the message.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
it. Definitely. Number
Just
one, teamwork.
Got to know what the other person's doing and sort of fish around each other and make sure you're fishing as a team.
To each other's
instead of-
strengths.
Yeah.
Fish to each other's strengths. That's what it is more than anything else.
Yeah.
So,
Excellent. Well, look, for the moment, we're going to leave you to concentrate on actually catching the next fish or just maintaining your lead, because
Thank you.
It's very close,
It's close.
Yeah.
but you're in the lead at the moment.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I want to find a place and get a new start. There, I want to walk my way.
Well, after a quiet day of fishing yesterday, we're now into the last few hours of this World Carp Classic Qualifier event here at Fursden. There's been fish caught during the night. In fact, there were 3. There's peg number 11. They'd previously caught a fish which was 4.6 kilos. So depending on how big these fish are, it may actually take them into the lead. The peg next door to them has just caught a fish as well. That's peg number 12. So it's really exciting to see what is actually happening at the moment. Have they caught enough fish and bigger fish to actually take them into the lead or not? But for the moment, let's go down and see this, and let's see if they've actually gone into the lead of this year's event.
Can't stop me. There, I want to.
Right, so we're just about to weigh the first carp that was caught, which Matt actually caught earlier on. So let's get that one weighed, and then that's a common carp, and then there's a mirror carp just waiting here to be weighed as well. Take your hands off. 3 kilos. Yeah. Yes, that one's 3 kilos.
I want to walk my way where no one can stop me.
Well, that's it from peg 11, a double capture. This is the first team to have actually caught 3 carp in this competition, so they've actually maxed out in terms of the numbers of carp caught. But is it enough to actually take them to the lead? I suspect it's enough to take them onto the leaderboard, but may not be enough just to take them right to the top to actually capture the Champions Trophy. But anyway, there's still more time left. There's obviously fish in the area, so it's not over yet. So we've just been up to peg number 11. We've just seen 3 fish been weighed in. So that's 4 fish these guys are caught altogether on peg number 11. So, and they've still got fish in the area. We've got 20 minutes to go, but we're down here with the guys that are in the lead at the moment, peg number 3. So the tension's building up, 20 minutes to go.
It is.
Can't cope. Can't really cope. It's too exciting for me. I'm trying to not listen to it and trying to keep just focusing on my fishing and seeing if I can see anything, see if I can just get one more out, because we've only had 2, so we just need one more, and I think we might be safe. But
You never know.
it's coming down to the
The
wire.
last few minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Them last few minutes, you never know what's going to happen. So, good luck to everybody,
Yeah.
and hopefully we come out on top.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, it's really close, you know, with them catching fish down there. I mean, it's just the fish they've just caught has just increased their overall weight by another 1.6 kilos, eating into your lead.
Well, they move with the wind. I mean, we haven't seen anything for a while. I mean, this morning around about 5 o'clock, they're showing up over underneath that tree over the far side, and it's just too far for me to cast. But I think with that wind going into that corner, I can understand why 11 and 12 have caught, haven't they, as well? So I think it's pushing into that corner. I can understand why they're catching.
So, not quite getting ready your winner's speeches ready yet, but it's getting very close.
No.
Okay, now there's 15 minutes to go.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
No one can stop me. No one can.
So 1 minute to go towards the end of the World Carp Classic Qualifier here at Fursden Lakes. It's going to be great to get everybody back. It's been so close. There's been fish caught in the last few minutes of the event, and the leaderboard has been on the point of changing. We've got 30 seconds to go now, and after that the competitors are going to come back here. There's a fantastic prize table, £10,000 worth of prizes at the qualifier, and of course the winners go through to the World Carp Classic at Lac de Medine this year. 15 seconds to go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of the competition. I signal the end.
Well, that's it. That's the end of the competition. Let's get the competitors back and actually see who's actually won this competition. Who's going to lift the trophy? Who's actually going to be second? Who's going to be third? But who's going through to Medine this year to represent England in the World Carp Classic final?
No one can stop me.
There are a good number of teams that could have won this, and I think with a new event format, which I trust you've enjoyed participating in, I think that's certainly a format we're very keen to continue with. I think it's fair, it's balanced, and works out. But when you look that, you know, in between third and second place, despite the fact that in second place they caught 4 fish, there's only 0.1 of a kilo. That's how close it was. When you go down to 6th place, it's 7.8 kilos, 8.5 kilos, 9.7 kilos. But without further ado, particularly given the fact that we're outside getting wet, you're inside getting dry, those are the lengths we go to make sure you guys are looked after. Could Jonathan Budd and James Smither come forward? They caught a fish of 9.2 kilos, 6.8 kilos. They've come third in this year's qualifying event. Look at that, just to prove it was raining, look.
Happy days.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Excellent. Right, okay. Well done, guys.
Cheers, guys.
These are for you. Right, okay. If the winners can stay behind, because we'd like to get some photographs with you afterwards as well. Right, as I said, 16.1 kilos was the cumulative weight of the 3 fish that counted, despite the fact they caught a 4th fish, which under previous rules would have meant that they'd have won the event. But with the new rules, it's meant that the last fish they caught was just 1.6 kilos bigger, which moved them up. But brilliantly participating, can Matthew Eden and Jacob Dale come forward with fish of 6.9 kilos, 4.6 kilos, and 4.6 kilos. Now you've got all these fantastic prizes over here as well. So let's get the photographs. Excellent. Right, now coming on to the pair that will actually be representing England. Will be representing the World Carp Classic, Shimano and Dynamite, from having won this this qualifying event. They caught 2 fish, but those fish were 9.6 kilos and 7.9 kilos. Could Josh Buxton and John Brett come forward? Right, would you like to say something?
Just like to say thank you for Dynamite for giving this opportunity for us to fish the match. It's our first ever competitive match, and it's been an amazing time. All of the chaps here have been really nice, really respectful. I wish them all well for next year if you come back, and thank you very much, basically.
Thanks to everybody, thank you to the marshals for their help, and see everybody next year. Cheers.
I'd just like to kind of finish off by saying, guys, you've got all these fantastic prizes. But there is one thing that is tradition in the World Carp Classic UK qualifying events. You know what that is, guys? They need to go and celebrate. They need to go for a swim.
How come you've got 2 Adam's apples? Come on, lads.
Guys, you're wet, and that's not just because of the rain. Now,
We won.
You won, and the tradition is you get in the water.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, which we did.
So, you're off to Medine, you're going to be representing England in the World Carp Classic event.
And Dynamite as
and
well.
Dynamite?
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
Can't wait. Just have to get a passport now.
So, as they say, the World Carp Classic is just a ferry ride away, and what a journey it's going to be. This is going to be an amazing experience, and what we're aiming to do is we're going to follow you with the Sky TV programme going through, and actually follow and see how you get on over in Medine, absorbing the atmosphere over here, over there, having actually participated over here. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting time, and you know, great to have actually held out. Really, because you're in the lead pretty much from the start.
First morning, yeah.
Yeah, first morning.
Yeah, first morning, yeah.
And it's just an honour to represent England and just to fish with all these amazing anglers who we know are fishing Medine.
Fish with some nice people. Met some really nice people. Yourselves, all the people from Shimano, Dynamite, some of the lads that's been down here. It's been a good time. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So, the last few minutes of the event, what did that feel like?
Oh God,
This lad was in bits.
I was in bits. I was shaking, almost to tears when they said 11's had another, and then it come through on my phone saying it's only 4 kilo, 4.6 I think, and I was just over the moon.
He was on the floor. He was. He
I
was on the floor.
Hit the floor. Couldn't believe it. And it's just. It was really down to the wire, and a great way about how you organise the match. That new ruling, I think it is really good, and it does make you have a bit of a squeaky bum. You know what I mean? Squeaky bum, definitely.
That's great stuff. Well, look, guys, go and get dry. We've got some photographs. We've got interviews to do now, and then of course there's all the photographs that's going to go in all the media and the press of what you're up to. So again,
thank you very
well
much.
done.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Cheers.
Stop me. There I want to walk my way where no one can stop me.
So that's it for this year's World Carp Classic qualifying event here at Furston Lakes. It's been an incredible event. As predicted, it got so close, it was right up to the wire. There's 0.1 kilo in between second and third, and only just over 1.6 kilos between second and first. So it's been an incredible event. We've got some great champions that are going to go through to Medine, but for the moment, we'll follow them later. This is it. Hope you've enjoyed the show.